Hello everyone, I am GCROCK, and in this video I'm going to be showing you my new Eagle Bearer headshot build. I've had this idea for a few weeks now. I put it together last week, I fully optimized it, and I've been using it in this week's raids. This is definitely going to be my new raid build. I love it. You just got to hit headshots with it, so it will be better on PC. But I do believe you'll get a 2mm crit out of it with the right setup. Now I got some game footage to show you from the raids that I did last night. It was a throw together team, so we didn't quite get the 2 million. I think it'll be like once in a blue moon when that happens, but when I do, I will show you. But it's very good, and it hits very high crits to the head. So I'm going to show you some gameplay of that, and I am going to show you this build that is on screen now. But before we do, can I just ask that you give this video a like as always and share it if you want to support it. And if you're new to the channel, then be sure to subscribe for more Division 2 content from me. And when we are done with the video, we do have a fantastic gaming community that is linked down in the video description. Now also, before we get into this today, this is my very first sponsored video. A huge shout out to you all for allowing me to get this far. I've never done a sponsored video before, but here's a quick segment for our video sponsor today. So first, a huge thank you to today's video sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. This is my very first video sponsorship, so I also want to thank all of you guys as well, because without the support, I wouldn't be getting offers like this, so thank you so much. Sponsorships are so important for the channel, especially with me and moving forward as well, so thank you. And if you want to help with sponsorships like this, then be sure to check out this free-to-play game that is linked down in the video description and in the pinned comments. Raid Shadow Legends is a dark fantasy RPG that is free to play on PC and mobile. It is a turn-based strategic game where you'll unlock champions to compete in your squad and level them up. There are PvE and PvP game modes as well as endgame content. Raid Shadow Legends has millions of players and dozens of tough bosses to work towards defeating, and along the way you'll come across some amazing champions to help you on your path. The game is updated regularly to give players new content, and they have recently added the new Shadowkin faction. Hailing from the furthest reaches of the eastern continent, beyond the Brimstone Path, it is believed that they have been under the brutal heel of the demon spawn for the last several hundred years. You can become one of the first to uncover the mystery. Here are a couple of the new Shadowkin faction champions that I really like the looks of. I would really like to get a hold of the legendary Jintaro and the legendary Genzin. These champions look really cool, and Genzin actually reminds me a bit of Kratos from God of War with the red markings on his head. What I really like about Raid Shadow Legends is a turn-based combat. I like that you need to grind for champions to complement your team and mix the skills up in battle. Not every battle is the same, and the content gets really tough. You really need to think about your squad selection and what upgrades you need to do. And also, I love the fact that it has an autoplay function, because at times it can be really easy, and for this content you just want the game to do it itself. Raid Shadow Legends has an insane amount of content being released this month. They are releasing 11 new champions, which I can't wait to see. There will be 200 brand new missions to complete with an exclusive legendary champion as a reward, and they are also adding 5 tough new levels to almost every dungeon in the game. So if this sounds like a game that you're interested in, then be sure to check out the links that are down in the video description and the pinned comment. It is free to play and available on mobile and PC. I have also just started the Second Wave clan, so get on now and search for the Second Wave TSW to come and join me. Now let's get back to the video. We are now going to get straight into some gameplay. Thank you so much for watching the video intro today, guys. I appreciate it. So in this gameplay, you're looking at what crits that I'm getting really. With my other build, my normal glass cannon vigilance build, I get between 1.1 and 1.4 mil quite regular to the head. On this build, I'm getting well over 1.5 at times. So check that out. And the best clip to check it on is when we're fighting Williams. Enjoy the clip. If you do want to jump straight to the build, there is a timestamp in the video description.
Boomer on one.
Boomer.
It's been great.
One is down, one is good.
Okay. Ready pads. 3, 2, 1. In.
One's clear.
I remember everybody come back for this damage phase. When ready, of course. There we go. Let's get it done. Okay, everybody back to the corners.
Nope.
No? Okay. Don't worry, I'm going to get it now. Go on! Confidence always pays off.
Get it, G.
I got it.
Damn
I
it,
got
I
it.
actually-
Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't
Awesome.
pulled one out in so fucking long. I was bullshitting. Like, I didn't think I was actually getting it. As soon as off a second gun, everybody go up top, okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where my second
You can
gun is.
start going up now if you
He's on
want.
blue. He's on blue.
Especially the
He's
healer.
on blue.
Okay, everybody up top.
Down.
I'm doing Popper up now.
Stormy thing.
No.
So he's gonna be
Right behind you, right
what,
behind
on
you.
yellow.
Lord. I know, I'm dropping my God, go ahead.
After you, Boom.
Where's he
Thank you,
gonna be?
overcharge for you guys. Ooh.
Okay, I don't know where he's gonna be. He's on red in a minute, but he won't be. Yeah, he's gonna be red. Yeah, he's on red.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be on
gonna be
red.
red. Yeah.
This is the last one.
Okay,
Is
so
everybody up?
healer box up here, and you want the chems on the tank downstairs. And
Decoys out.
we got
Big decoy
Overwatch. Get opportunistic
out.
on him. Let's get him down from there. Jump down. There you go. He's down. Let's do some damage.
Where's that? Who's that? Is Jones the tank?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got snipers on second level.
Do you want to take care of that, Boom?
Yep.
Nice, good work, bro. 1-6 to their head. I love this build. Like, it's a constant 1-6 to the head then, like. 1797. Go on.
Nice.
I'm getting a 2 on this. I'm getting a 2 on this with the
Nice.
right build setup. I'm sure of it. Okay.
I got blue.
I'm going blue. Okay, so here's the build. We're going to start with the grenade launcher specialization. Now, I use this all the time on glass cannon builds, and the reason for it mainly is because you get to survive an explosion every 60 seconds. Now, this is great on both of the rates, but also you get 5% damage to target out of cover, which is also very handy, because glass cannon's all about damage, right? And this gives you extra damage, so happy days. The weapon we're using is obviously the Eagle Bearer. This is an Eagle Bearer headshot build, so we need to have this Eagle Bearer in here. It's got max assault rifle damage, I've got max health damage, but most importantly, it comes with 10% headshot damage. This build is all based around getting headshot damage onto the build, so the Eagle Bearer makes sense. We all know what the Eagle Bearer talents are, so we're not going to go over that. The secondary I run is the same as my normal glass cannon vigilance builds. I've got the Baker's Dozen here. I'm not great at hitting headshots all the time, so I like this because if I miss my shot, I have perfect lucky shot on it, where magazine capacity is increased by 30%, and missed shots from cover have 100% chance to return to the magazine. As you can see, it's godly there. We've got rifle damage, crit damage, and damage to target out of cover roll. We're not really using this weapon at all. We're mainly focusing on the Eagle Bearer. My sidearm is a TDI card custom. I run this on all of my DPS builds, and the only reason for that is if a teammate goes down, I can switch to this, drop my hive, it'll get them up, and I can pick my hive back up to carry on using it. Not that I do it all that often, but that's the idea behind it, okay? So that's why I have the TDI card custom as a sidearm. Now the pieces. Now this is where I know there's going to be a lot of comments saying I should be bringing in Petrov gloves, Fox's Prayer knees. Now, I just had a different way of thinking around this. I haven't 100% tested it yet. I will be putting it to the test, I promise you. And if I get higher numbers, we will do a re-release of this video. But this is the first idea I had of putting the build together. So I just went with it and I had the pieces. Starting with the Douglas and Hardin Punch Drunk Mask. Now, the reason why we're using this is not for the pistol damage because we don't care about that. It's for the 20% headshot damage roll that you get. I've got max weapon damage and I've got max crit damage on it as well with a max crit damage mod. You may also say, why not bring in headshot mods? Now, I haven't tested it again, but you could go with a headshot mod there and test that. It only comes at 10% though, so I just assumed with a crit, the 12% would be more. But we will test it for future videos. That's what I have on at the moment. The chest piece is the perfect glass cannon sacrifice. We've got weapon damage maxed out, we've got crit damage on there, headshot damage on, and a crit damage mod again. I'm getting 30% extra damage at a cost of 60% incoming damage, but I love this piece. I use it on most of my builds all the time. But we've also got 3 pieces of Providence on this build, so we're getting 15% headshot damage from it, 10% crit chance, and 15% critical hit damage. The holster is the second Providence piece. That's got critical hit damage, headshot damage, and weapon damage maxed out. And then my third Providence piece is the backpack. We got this from the Dark Zone vendor last week as the gift. Comes with perfect vigilance, and I got weapon damage, headshot damage, and critical hit damage maxed out with a crit damage mod on it. And then the gloves is Seska. We've got no crit chance on the build apart from the crit chance that you get with the Eagle Bearer itself. So I do want Seska on the build to give me an additional 10% critical hit chance. And this piece has weapon damage, headshot damage, and critical hit damage rolled on. And then the final piece of the build is Fenris knee pads. This comes with 10% assault rifle damage, which is increasing the Eagle Bearer damage by 10%. It's got weapon damage at 15%, critical hit damage at 12%, and headshot damage at 10% on it. As I said at the start, I'm sure a lot of people will want to try this with Fox's Prayers and with the Petrov Contractor's gloves. I will definitely be trying it out, and if I do get higher numbers, I will re-release the video. But when I have tested the builds in the past, I found that like the Contractor's gloves were not always the best in slot, and I definitely want the Fenris there for the 10%. But I will test it out, and as I said, we'll release another video if we can get higher damage numbers out of this build. Let me know what you think in the comments. The skills I run are just the raid skills that I run. I go with Revive Hive and like a distraction skill, so we've got a decoy on in a minute. Sometimes go assault turret, but the stats, which are quite important, are like this. We got 40% critical hit chance, which isn't bad considering we're rolling no critical hit chance on the build. Now this is heavily reliant on like raid teams or teams running coyote masks. If someone's running a coyote mask, then you know you got an additional 10% crit chance there, which will take it to 50. But if you have a couple of raid team members running 2 coyote masks, say, then most of the time or sometimes you'll have 60% crit chance of camp out. We have 183% critical hit damage and 170% headshot damage. And that is the build. Let me know what you think in the comments. As I said, this is just an idea I had. It's the first one that I put together. I'm sure I'm going to play around with it a bit. I'm going to keep using this build in streams, and I'm aiming for that 2 mil headshot with the Eagle Bearer. That's what I want. That's what I'm going to get. That's what I believe I can get. But we'll see. We'll find out. If you have liked this video, don't forget to hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And now we are done, do go and check out our community that is linked down in the video description. We are well over 13,000 members now. We're on the way to 14,000 members, and we'd appreciate if you come and join us. So go and check that out. But this is now the end. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, stay safe and peace out.